Hello and welcome. It's really good to see you here today on what is going to be a core flow class. In that all the movements are going to be a little bit of a flow to it. I'll explain it as we go. I am going to be picking up weights as well. I'm going to be using the 3s and 4s today, and I will be using a mat, be getting on the floor. Water, take water break whenever you want to. Okay, so let's get straight into it with that just a little roll around of the waist here, just a little roll around. Lovely, good, and then the other way. Then I'm going to drop down on one leg, a little step in. Pushing my hips back each time. Now I'm going to stand on that leg here, give it a little squeeze in. Imagine that line in the middle, just getting my pecs to work here and bringing up that oblique there. Knee comes straight up to the front. Well done, lovely, good. I'm going to step out with that other leg, pushing back, stepping in. Lovely, good. Feel that little stretch out on one side and then back in. Going to do one more here. Lovely, good. And then it's going to be elbow knee on the other side. Good, give me that squeeze up. Core pulled in. Spine nice and straight. Get used to just standing on that one leg so that work is going through my glutes here. 2 more, 2 and 1. And I'm going to do a little squat down here. A little roll around, it comes back underneath me. So it's like a reverse cycle there. Up and underneath me. Lovely, good. We're going to work in 1 minute sections. So in that 4 minutes, we will get 1 minute beeper each time that you know where we are in that section. Lovely, good. Then I can push my hips back, tip over it, just to that tabletop position there. And then coming back up, just a little push forward using my glutes. And then back down again. Feel that down the backs of the legs. Lovely, good. Just a little step curl. Good, get those pecs working again. Just get that across. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. I'm going to come down. And just that big, nice full movement. Looking up at one arm. We're about to start. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And well done. Stepping it in. Okay, on my first one, my 4 minutes, I'm going to be using a kettlebell swing. So it's going to go through my glutes here. So, drop down, kettlebell swing up. So that's swing up, and then I'm going to bring it to my hips, to my shoulders, sorry, and then back down. Then my kettlebell swing again. Okay, so grab the set of weights that you want to work with. Remember, it's going to be 1 minute, all the way back lunging on one leg, and then 1 minute on the other leg, and then we'll reverse it round again. So, are you ready to go? We're going to go in 5, 3, 2, 1. So here, that kettlebell swing to get me up. Then lunge back on that leg. Do the same again. So remember that core. It's really going to help us today. Get that swing, come up. Lunge it back and in. Good, so I'm keeping control of it all the time. That swing up, but then I stop, and then it's on my chest to that lunge back. 30 seconds left on this leg. You'll get the beeps and then it'll go straight into the other leg. So there is that work to be done all the time through there. You've got 4 circuits in total to work through on that 4, 2, 1. Last few seconds on this leg. 3, 2, I am going to finish it on that leg, and then I'll move around to the next leg. Okay, good work, well done. Down, come up, lunge it back. Good, just taking your own time each time. I'm not having to go fast on this. Remember that core. Keeping in control all of the time. That's it, that's sip and hollow. Down into that lunge. 20 seconds left now on this leg. Here we go. consistency each time, making each one a good one. Here we go, 10 seconds to go now. I'm going to change it over, back onto that original leg. 3, 2, 1, well done. Into that kettlebell swing, push up through those glutes, my arms are just swinging on that one, then my arms will feel that weight, I'm holding it here, and then I get that lunge back each time. So again, just look at something in front there, and lunge it back. So from the front here, there, the kettlebell swing, and then that straight lunge back. Good. That core helping me all the time. Working through our 3rd minute out of our 4. You're doing good. That's it. Up. Again, they're not done fast, but try and keep that consistency of that exercise each time. 3, 2, 1, and I'm on again, on my other leg now. And lunge that back and drop. Well done. Good work. Drop and lift. Lovely, good. 15 seconds left of our 4 minutes, then we are moving on into our next exercise. Last few seconds now. 3, 2, 1, and good work, well done. We are getting onto the floor. We're going to start off in a pike, down into a plank, and then I'm going to lift that weight. Okay, so I'm going to position it here, so I know there, within grabbing distance, and I start in my pike. Okay, are we ready to go? 3, 2, 1. I come down. Your feet can be slightly wider than your hips. Get me that lift. Back over the top. Down. Wait till you're in a nice plank before you get that lift. 1 minute all the way through on one side. 1 minute all the way through on the other. That's it, good. So keep it strong and get me that lift. If you prefer, you can have that hand underneath all the time with that weight, if you feel it works better for you, and then get me that lift. Up to you how you feel. Remember, just keep a nice, strong base there. My last few seconds now. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. Just swap it over. You can hold it, or you can just have it there, remember. Down, and then I get that lift. Just right by my hand each time. If you want to keep, if you feel more comfortable with that weight under on your hand the whole time, that is also good. Up to you. Whatever works, make you work hard. Good work. Get me that lift. Back and then down. Lovely, good. Just get that flow movement. Lovely, we have 10 seconds left now. Last few seconds before we start our last one, which is slightly aerobic on this one. Okay, good work, well done. I'm going to show you the options on this. Okay, so we're going to have that jump out, jump back in. Here, lift, lift, go back down. Nice straight back, jump out, or a walk out. So basically it's a burpee. Okay, I'm going to leave it up to you. We're straight on with 4, 3, 2, 1. You can walk it out, You can jump back in, or you can do any combos of those that you want to do. That'll be good. So jump out, jump in, back onto your hips, push up. Feel that weight on the heels. Lovely, good. Weight on the toes. You can walk it back in. There. Up and lift. Good. So jumping out if you want to. Walk back in, walk back out. Whichever combo you want to use. But remember your core each time. Lovely, good. Just that flow of work through. Okay. Last few seconds now. 5, 3, 2, 1, and you're good. Okay, well done. We're coming up this time. I'm just going to do, again, a minute on each leg. It's going to be a curtsy pulse. 1, 2, 3, lift, up. Okay, so 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, so you got the, well, we're straight on. 3, 2, 1. So I pulse it down. 1, 2, 3, come up. Give me that lift. Good, so just in a curtsy, and remember when I come back up to up, my hips do not go across with that leg. I don't stand on that leg. It's just here, core pulled in, rib cage down in as I get that lift. Good work. So I have gone up a weight on this one. It's just that single one, but again, up to you. And lift. Little time check, 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Straight into the other side. Here we go. Cross on that. 1, 2, 3. Up. Get me that lift. My rib cage down and in all the time. And lift it up. Good work. Just get that flow going. Up. Core keeping control of all of this movement. So, all being good. Here we go. Up. Lovely, good. Almost towards the end now. 1 minute of work. Does feel like 1 minute as well. Get that lift. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Back onto my original leg. And give me that lift. That drop, feel that weight out over the side of the chest. This is where my most weight is on this point. And give me that lift. Lovely, good. Working our way through our 3rd minute. There it is. Good, well done. Here's our 4th minute. Lovely, good. And get me that lift. I'm staying nice and upright the whole time. I'm not letting that weight take me forward. Remember, shoulders over hips. And then that lift. Lovely, good. Drop. And then up. Always working those legs, but letting that core really keep you in a good position. Lovely, good. We have got 15 seconds left. You're doing good. 15 seconds left on our big one before we move into our twos. Three, two, one. My next one. Up and over, like that. Just step back and do me a turn. Here we go. Up and over, just step back. So it's a strong foot to the back there. And I'm trying to get that elbow behind the waist each time. So at the top, this is how it looks. Okay, up and over, so my ribcage down and in, my ribcage still down and in, and that elbow goes towards the back. Up and out my squat, nice straight back out of my hips, and then push that heel into the floor. Almost like a calf stretch, and I'm getting that turn. Very good, so as I step back, and then that turn. Squeezing through the waist, keeping my hips towards the front. 3, 2, 1. Okay, straight onto the other leg. Up and over. Stand back on it. Get me that turn. Really feel that you're using your lats to pull your shoulder blades down and then your obliques to get that turn. Up and over. Step back into that strong position. Lovely, good. Up and over. Push that heel into the floor and get that turn. So you've got 2 straight legs and then that turn through the waist. Good, stepping back. 3, 2, 1, and very well done. Lovely, good. Are we ready for our last minute of work, which is slightly more aerobic on this one? I'm going back, slightly lower weight here, and I'm getting here a proper swing through each time. Good, so feel confident, so pick a weight where you're confident with, nice push back and then up. So again, your core is really helping you do this, otherwise the swing will be done by your middle half, not by your arms. Are we ready? We're going to be straight on in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And up. Good. Really feel it in the core. You're back on your heels. Give yourself enough room where you are. That's it. Good. Up. Don't have to come over my head or anything. Lovely. Good. Squeeze and push. Really feel that you're in control of that. 35 seconds left now. Staying on my heels all the time. "20 seconds, here we go." This takes us halfway through this whole session, so you're doing really good. We're back to our 4-minute after this one, but it is on the floor. 3, 2, 1, and good work, well done. We're coming down onto the floor. Bring your weights with you. Just bring that mat out. Take a drink of water now if you want to as well. Okay, got the mat positioned. There we go. And I've got my weights with me as well. Okay, on my first one, I'm just going to put weight in between my knees. My knees are up at the front. So you can just hold on to that weight with your inner thigh. So again, it's here. And I'm on my side. There, so I have to keep control of my sip and hollow, my core. I roll it back like that. I come up. I go down. I roll it back. Good, so that roll, keep control of that roll and then that sit up. So my obliques working in 2 different phases here. The stabilisation, then a little contraction up at the top. And then I'm going to come over, I'm going to show you a bear stance on the next 2. So here for the first lot. I'm going to do 1 minute on one side, 1 minute on the other, minute, a minute. Okay, are we ready? We've got that weight, just choose the weight. Again, wherever you are, you can choose a weight and then change it if it feels it's too much. Okay, so core pulled in, because I have to rock back on my hip there and get up and down. Lovely, good. Rocking back on your hip, so really keep your zip and hollow on. Lovely, good. And I'm just keeping that head supported with that lower arm. Here, don't rush it, core. Just think about that flow, that movement. Up, controlled. Up and up. Three, two, one. Good work, well done. I'm going to come up and over. I'm just going to come onto the other side. I put that weight in between my knees and I want to start straight away. Go, so it's here, it comes up, I get me that curl. Just the other hand underneath my head, just for a bit of support there. Good work. Core pulled in for me all the time. And then that contraction in that flow there, up and over. Good. All the way through now. 3, 2, 1. Good work, well done. Up over to the other side. I'll do this nice and quickly so we get the most work time in. There, grip it, coming down, up, and give me that squeeze. Good, so I am in control of that up. If you feel that that is too much with the weight, remember, there, you can always go without the weight. Just get me that lift. If you feel the flow works better for you on that. Very good. Up, squeeze. Lovely, 25 seconds left now. Get me that squeeze each time. Up, squeeze. 15 seconds to go now. Little bit of an inner thigh squeeze, keep that weight there. Up and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Are we ready for our last minute of this one? On our 3rd out of 4 circuits, remember, that's where we are now. We've gone over halfway on the whole session. There, squeeze and come down. Good, up and up. Just getting that squeeze through each time. Very good. Whoop. Just have to stretch off my hip flexor there a bit. There we go. That's it, good. Give me that squeeze all the way through to the end now. Three, 2, 1. And good work, well done. Okay, lovely. I'm holding that timer on there and we're coming round to the front for the next one, which is a bear. So I'm putting that heavy weight onto my back there. Feel that it's nice and secure. I've got my core pulled in. Okay, then my hands are down on the floor. My toes are tucked under. This is my bear. So what you want to do here is you're going to come up and down. The flow part is, if you want to, up to there, put one leg out. Bring it in and down. All the way through on one leg, all the way through on the other, or just keep your bear. I'll let you know because we'll get the beats halfway through. We're already on. Here we go. We're coming up. We've got that bear under control. And then drop down and in. That's it, lovely, good. Just give yourself that little Second there, at the end, put your knees back on the floor. There's lots of work going through the front of the thigh on that supporting leg, remember. Lovely, good. Core really pulled in. My back stays absolutely stable, so therefore that weight will as well. Okay, lovely, good. 25 seconds left on this leg. Feel that work. Front and back of the body. That zip and hollow on, that belly button pulled in. Down into single figures now. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. Are we ready for our second minute? Here we go. We're coming up. Give me that lift. Out. And back in. Good. That bear comes straight up. So my knees do not go back. They stay underneath my hips all of the time. Lovely, good. Coming up. Remember, you do not have to do that leg back. If you feel that flow is too much, just come straight up. Good. Just really testing my core here. Up. And lovely down. Last few seconds now. 6, 3, 2, 1. And well done. Lovely, good. We are coming back down. I'm going to keep this one big weight in my hand. We are going to do weight over the head. If you feel it's too much, do a complete sit up, because that's where I'm going with that one. A complete roll up and then back down again. So that roll through. If that is too much for you, you're going to stay here and core pulled in and do me a sit up. Otherwise there, just a little over the head there, coming up, right up to the top on your bottom bones, and then get me that lift. Okay, are we ready? So choose your weight, and we're going to get that flow going on. Okay, so I'm rolling down. Head stays up, that goes over my head. Here, roll up, sit up, lift. Roll down. Stop with your shoulders on the floor, but your head off the floor. Roll up and up. That's it, good. So all the time, my core, keeping my rib cage down and in, keeping my zip and hollow on. Roll through your back, get it nice and straight before you do that lift. There we go. We're working our way into our last 7 minutes of work, so you're doing good. Okay, all the way up, coming down, low teens now. Keep that rib cage down and in, no matter where your arms are. 3, 2, and I'll just do that last little bit. Good, okay, well done. We are moving on into our last circuit. I'm going to keep hold of that weight. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it like this, because when it does go over my head, it's going to be a little tricep, and then I'm going to come back down and I'm going to hold it like this. Okay, so in between, what I do is I stand up with that leg. So the hips not going back, stand up with that leg, over, back down. Okay, so just hold it goblet style on that lower one. Okay, are we ready to go? We're already on that timer. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so coming up, get that lift over, coming down, up, push through that hip, goes over, pull it back down. Lift. If you can, up at the top there, just go a little straighten off, see how that feels. Over your head, a little straighten off through the triceps, then come back down, or there, keeping it all neat, and back down, up to you. But we're going core, really help me each time. My bottom does not go back to do that stand up, or that push is put through that front leg. Lovely, good. Last few seconds on this leg, then all I do is I change over legs. I'll just get that little tricep action as well. Okay, change over your legs. Okay, coming up, push up through that hip and back down. Knee on the floor. Pushing up through that front leg. Little extra tricep I'm going to do at the top there. It's really going to tell after my 4 minutes. There. Do some of each, up to you. Challenge yourself. Push. Feel nice and strong at the top. Straighten off those elbows if you want to on that lift. So scoop it over, straighten it off, then bring it down in front of your face. Good. Feel it in my arms now as well, with that weight constantly there. Last few seconds now. 3, 2, 1. Change over legs. Last 2 minutes of this 4 minutes. Keeping it under control each time. Give me that push up. That's it, good. Up over your head. Back down. Up to you with those arms. If you want to get a little bit of extra work in on your triceps, here it is. And down. But always with my rib cage down and in as my arms are over my head. My belly button pulled into my spine. Really work that core as well. That's what it's all about. Letting it flow, but feeling confident, feeling strong all the time. Lovely, good. And that drop. Pushing up. Last few seconds. Lovely, good. So I'm going to drop on the other leg and push up on the other leg. That's it, good. Triceps, really feeling this as well now. Again, if you do that, scoop over, but then that lift to come back over the top. Again, you can just scoop it and scoop it. But again, get the most of the exercise that you can. Lovely, good. Each time I'm coming down, as I come back up, don't let your hips go back. Just push through that front glute and leg. Up. 3, 2, 1. And very well done. Lovely, good. We're getting on the floor for our next 2 minutes of work. You've only got 3 left in total, so you're doing really good. Here is going to be a diagonal out with my arm, diagonal out with my leg. So my core being able to be pulled in, one leg bent, one leg straight, unless you really feel that you have to keep that leg over. Pecs here, core here, back in and up. Okay, are we on? Nice and diagonal. Remember, don't put it above your head if you can. Remember to keep it out at the side. Get those pecs to work. Coming up on that. And then out. Just getting that nice flow. Again, if you want to do it with half a leg, you can. If you can, try and keep the arm nice and long though. Because again, my core is really challenged across the centre there to get those diagonals. Lovely, really pull that core in. Keep that concentration up. I know it's hard all the way through that minute. Mine does wonder. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last 2 minutes of work. Okay, long leg, diagonal out, and then coming up. My hips stay constant with my zip and hollow on. My belly button pulled in towards my spine. My diagonal, so my pecs do have to work because it's that long straight arm all the way out on that diagonal. Remember, don't put it over your head. Do let it go diagonal to get the most out of this exercise. Good. Zip and hollow on. My lower back does not move about at all. My My shoulder blades stay on the floor. My spine stays straight and in contact with the floor. Good work, well done. Up. Three, two, one. Lovely. Are we ready for our last minute of exercise, which is going to be shoulder tees into dropping your knees into a press up. Okay, so we're going to go one side to the other. Okay, so here's my shoulder tees. Come down. You can do me a press up here if you want to, or a press up here if you want to. So remember, keep your bridge nice and straight, whether it's up in the bridge or down in that inclined plank position. Okay, are we ready to go? 3, 2, 1. This is your last minute of work. You've done really, really well. Come back through. Do me that press up. Okay, turn. Good. So again, I don't let my hips drop at any point. They just come with me. Lovely, good. 25 seconds left. That's it. Really work that core. Let those arms do that work. Full press up, or if you prefer, incline press up, but then come up, obviously, to do your T. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good work. Perfect. Okay, very well done. Okay, we're just going to stay here for our stretches out. We've come off of that timer. Okay, so just use that music just to come back to and really feel that you get that upper back stretch. Put your head on the floor. Work your fingers forward. Then bring your hands back onto your lower back. Drop your shoulders down, squeeze your shoulder blades together and get me that lift. That feels great now on my pecs here. They've just worked hard for me. Really roll those shoulders back and then lift those arms. Good work. Then coming down, I'm just going to do a hurdle stretch forward. There, dropping down. Now if you did work that tricep, on that 4, that stand up, just get a little stretch out there as well. Lovely, good. Then I'm going to come back and then just pushing my hips back and getting that stretch out. Again, if you don't want to sit right back on that knee, you don't have to. You can get a really good stretch by just pushing your hips back and then taking your chest down rather than your head down towards that leg. Lovely, good. I'm going to do it other side. Just take me that drop down. Really feel it drop right into the middle so you get that nice stretch on the front of the leg. My zip and hollow is on. Then the arm comes up and I just take back with that tricep. Good work. And then back. Pushing it back or sitting right back on it, up to you. And then getting down. Lovely, good. I'm coming up and then just walking my hands back. Really feel hips are up high, pushing out and over and holding on to that stretch for me. Good work. I'm going to walk them back even more. Really feel that you're on your heels now. Walking back even more, bend your knees if you want to there, and slowly unroll. So again, just getting that stretch out on the glutes, on the lower back, just letting your head and your arms be the last thing that comes up. Lovely, good, and then you get that lift and that push back each time, just open it out. Lovely, good, and now rib cage comes up either side and then goes back the other way. Lovely, good, and then my hands on my hips and get that roll. Just through that core there and roll around the other way. Lovely, good, and I'm going to take that tip forward. So remember, from the hips into that tabletop position. This time what I'm going to do, interlock the hands and roll over your lower back. So you can really get the stretch out right down through your glutes, down the backs of your legs. Okay, lovely, coming up the whole way, coming back down. Big breath in and then out and down. Very, very well done. I know that 4-2-1 is a really popular system to do, and it really works you hard, and again you get that little bit of aerobic element, you get that strength element definitely, and you get that endurance element on the 4. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed teaching to you, and I will see you again next time. Okay, bye bye for now.